Loss of trust is really common when we've lived through experiences where we've been harmed or neglected, when people have shown us that they're not trustworthy. And so we often lose trust in other people, but we also tend to lose trust in ourselves, in our ability to heal, in our ability to connect to our intuition, to make healthy choices and create the life that we truly wish for and deeply deserve. And so part of the healing journey is about reconnecting to and initiating a sense of internal and somatic trust. And one of the ways that I like to begin with this process, particularly when we feel so devoid of trust, is to tune in and connect first to the beat of the heart and then to the movement and existence of the breath. So all of us that are alive have a beating heart, and we have this breath, and it's something that's been stable and available for us forever and always, and will continue to be for every moment that we are here on this earth and in these bodies. And so it is a given that we can trust the beat of our heart and we can trust our breath. And so in this practice, we're going to do that, and you can choose for this practice whether you want to sit comfortably or whether you want to lie down on your back, whatever feels most nourishing for your body today. And we're simply going to connect and tune in with our hands on our chest, first to the beat of the heart, and then to the sense and the existence of our breath, and see what that's like to be with that and to somatize that and embody that. And the affirmation that we're going to pair with this practice is, I trust the beat of my heart, I trust my breath, I welcome my trust to expand naturally. And once we have this felt sense of trust, we will naturally and organically and slowly start to trust that we have the ability to heal, that we can make these healthy choices, that we can move in the direction that is in our best interest. And so it all begins here. If you have never felt a somatic sense of trust before, embodied that feeling of trust, this practice might feel a little overwhelming if you are able to sense the trust, and it might trigger a feeling of grief of all of the times or years or experiences when you weren't able to access a sense of trust, or maybe when a miscalibrated sense of trust took you into situations that perhaps didn't serve you or even harmed you. And so if that grief comes, it's important, I guess, to label it and allow it to flow. So often in these healing practices, when we connect to a felt sense as we heal, there's often these old emotions and things that need to come up to process. So if it comes up, just let it. Another thing that could happen, depending on your individual unique makeup, is that as we sort of tune in to find and welcome this sense of trust, it's not available yet. And if this is true for you, what might happen is that you start to feel anxious or unsafe with the practice. And if that is true for you, then again, it's something that I want to invite you to acknowledge that, oh, I'm not able to access this felt sense of trust right now. And what I would invite you to do then is to move into the inviting safety practice that we explored earlier in the journey of these practices in the book. And so that would be to come into a beautiful side lying position with your head on the pillow and under a blanket, and connect to feeling safe in the here and now. So this practice is a really good one to use for any of these practices if you feel unsafe, if you overwhelm. So I think knowing that you're able to come out of it if you do feel unsafe and move into a practice that will immediately help you to feel safe and stable and grounded again is really important. So make sure you tune into what this invites for you and respond in a way that feels nourishing. So choose your position. We're going to do it together. You can either lie down on your back. I'm going to stay here sitting comfortably. So just bring your hands to your heart, and if it feels natural and safe, you can close your eyes. Allow your breath to be natural. And see if you can tune in to sense your heartbeat. And sometimes when we're beginning to try to sense the heartbeat, we might sort of hyper-focus, and what can be really helpful is to just relax the focus. And as you relax the focus, sometimes you can begin to feel that little ba-boom, ba-boom of the heart. So just see if you're able to naturally tune in to the beat of your heart, trusting that it's there regardless. And then become aware of your breath. See what it's like to be aware of both the heartbeat if you've connected to it and your breath. The beat of the heart, the rise and the fall of the breath. And just stay with that. And then you can bring in, as you continue, the affirmation, I trust the beat of my heart. I trust my breath. I welcome my trust to expand naturally. And just see what that brings into the body. You may feel a softening or an opening, or the rise of tears of grief. And just notice what experience is true for you as you welcome trust.